YouTube, what it do? It's your boy K been away, and I'm back with another video. And today's video topic is you must understand what failure feels like to win. And that's exactly where I'm at. So I haven't really talked too much about my career field or kind of what I do, but I'm in a high ticket sales job and it's it's very humbling. It's very you have to be very real with yourself. You have to understand where you're at and understand the activity what you're doing. You have to not only have the knowledge, but then you have to apply yourself. And it kind of reminds me of the fitness journey. Sometimes you're lifting weights or you're eating healthy or you're tracking your calories, you're tracking your meals, you're not seeing the day in, day out, daily things, but it's just you gotta trust the process. And that's exactly where I'm at. Like today, right? I was calling, I was on the phones, and I'm horrible on the phones, terrible. I actually just set up a one-on-one meeting with one of our coaches at my company, so I'm really excited about that for tomorrow. But anyways, I set up a meeting with her and kind of just wanted to just back long story short, I suck on the phones. People hanging up on me, basically telling me to fuck off, whatever it is. And I caught myself like just being in my feelings about it, being emotional about it. And I just started reading this book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, my fifth book of the year. And I feel like it is lining up so perfectly with the season of where I'm at in life, with work, with objection handling, which means just having blind faith that I'm gonna make it happen, having blind faith that this is all worth something. With the fitness journey, I'm seeing results. I'm knowing what's coming from it. I kind of know what's happening with it. I already know what I'm doing is working. With sales, I have fucking no clue. I'm lost, honestly. I put the day in and day out daily inputs of going to do my cold calls, talking to the right people, getting names, and I've gotten better at becoming a better information getter and understanding what information I actually need and kind of what I'm looking for. I've gotten better at that. But even then, like, sometimes I'm out there and I'm like, what the fuck? And then the reason I bring up Think and Grow Rich is because it talks about in chapter 1 about how through the 3 feet from gold theory, which basically there was a guy in the book, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Basically, the guy in the book was 3 feet away from the gold and gave up. Then later, he found out that somebody else had went back to where he was, got some counseling, got some help, and struck millions. But later, the guy who was 3 feet away from the goal became the best insurance salesman in the world, in the country. And the reason he said that was because the 3 feet from gold. Giving up when you were right there is what made him the best salesman. That lesson taught him what it means to fail, to fail, to fail, and then there comes success. Because you have to truly understand failure, which is what I'm starting to understand. Like, this shit is not a one-day get-rich-quick scheme. Even with YouTube, with working out, with fucking sales, with all the shit that I'm trying to do and juggle with my coaching, with my clientele, with my clients, this shit is not as easy as I thought it would be. And that's okay. I'm not looking to get rich quick. I'm trying to make this shit last. I want this shit to be for real. I want to be able to feed my future wife, family, kids off of this. So it's got to be real. I got to be all in. So I have to learn to fail. I have to learn to take the losses first. I have to learn to get punched in the mouth first. I have to learn to eat the shit sandwich first. And it's kind of like, it's just a very humbling experience. For me, I grew up, I was an athlete. I was pretty good, blessed by the Lord, blessed by God, that I was good enough and I had the talent enough, because the Lord knows I didn't work as hard as I probably should have. because I could have been way better than I was, and I was all right. So for me, I'm literally trying to I'm literally trying to kill another part of myself to push past my limits, to go farther than Kenndel wants to, because I'm always the type to, it's too hard, I don't want to do it. That's what I did with the fitness journey and getting in shape for years. If I would have took my fitness serious when I was 13, 12, like I knew I could, like I was supposed to, I think I could have been an SEC caliber player. And I would have never played offensive line. I would have played DN or something, or defense, because that's where my heart was at. I would have never played fucking O-line. That just would not have happened. But I didn't fucking persevere through the failure, through the lessons, through the triumph, through the heartache. I let it win. And I'm starting to realize that feeling is starting to come back with this sales job, with this YouTube, with this coaching. Sometimes I catch myself being overwhelmed. But in reality, that's just God testing me. It's the same test over and over and over again, just in different forms. And I'm starting to see that. The Think and Grow Rich came in at a perfect time. Like, oh shit. If I keep just keep giving that 1%, keep giving it a better shot every day. Make one more cold call. I made 40 calls today. Usually I make 20, 10, 15 calls. I made 40 calls today this morning. And I'm sitting down here recording this video. And I'm about to go out and cold call in a bit. But I understand that I have to just push myself a little bit further. I'm not doing this shit all in a day. I'm not fucking going and hitting 80 doors in one day. That's just not what I'm doing. But I'm doing 5 more doors a day, 2 more doors a day. Shit, even if it's 1 more door a day, 1 more call, 1 more check-in, 1 more stop by, 1 more brochure drop off, 1 more touch, 1 more rep, 1 more workout, 1 more set. This morning, I'm lifting weights. I don't know. I think it was just because I've been a little tired recently. The weight was heavier than usual. Sometimes that's just what it is. And I remember I'm in my second set of incline dumbbell bench press, and I'm just like, man, fuck this. I don't want to do this right now. But then I thought to myself, what is it that Kenndel Riley really wants? What is my why, which is going to be my next video. But what do I want? What are some of my goals that I've written down? Think about the long-term play. You want to have a house by the time you're 27 or 30? You want to have fucking 27? You want to save your first 50 grand by the time you're 30? Or not your first 50 grand. You want to save 50 grand by the time you're 26? You got different goals, whatever those goals look like. You want to get 1,000 subscribers by next July, whatever that looks like, whatever by the end of the year, whatever those goals are. I thought about them. Goals I've written down. Shit, one of my goals, I'll be transparent with you. One of the goals I wrote down for this new year is that I wanted to be 260 by my birthday, which is in July, which is a little over a month and some change away. As of yesterday, I was 235 pounds. And the only thing that really changed was that I wrote the shit down. I saw it before it became in the physical. I saw it. I manifested it. And one of the big things that I also realized on this weight loss journey, you have to lose more weight than you actually think you have to lose to look like how you actually want to look. But I failed thousands of times, and I'm learning that I have to fail again in something new because I'm new. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. No clue. But I'm understanding that I got to fail, that I got to learn to persevere, and I got to just keep pushing one more, just one more. And I'll become successful. I'll become the person that I want to be. So I kind of want to leave that message with you guys. Hopefully you take something away from that. I know, you know what I'm saying, I speak for the people who are scared to speak about it or who just can't or whatever. I'll speak it. I'll speak my truth. I'll be open and honest. That's kind of what I've been going through, and I kind of just that's what God put on my heart, and I feel like that's what something that was needed to be said, needed to be talked about, just for somebody to hear it. And if anybody's feeling the same way, you're not alone. On this journey to success, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a day in, day out input. Fucking Rome wasn't built in a day. Nothing wasn't built in a day. It takes years. It takes time. And with that, that's the video for today. Cabin away out. See you next time.